So you're non-binary.
Yeah.
You find the they, them pronouns most appropriate. You were born female, but she doesn't fit for you. Is there? What's the best way of explaining that to someone? If I phrase that correct?
It's a really good question. I was never thought about pronouns really until season 1 of The Last of Us was coming out, and it was a question that I had. That was suddenly I had to choose, like what pronoun I wanted people to like write about me with. I was so stressed out about it because I didn't know and I didn't really care. But I found the whole thing quite stressful still. There was a thing on Last of Us this season. It was a question again of like on set, what should people refer to me by? And I just said like, my thing at the moment is like, call me how you see me. Like if I'm so aware that like I get into a taxi and the taxi guy's going to call me she because I look like it's just a natural thing that happens in your brain.
For sure.
Yeah, which I completely get. And so I've never been like strict about they, them because I think I just don't really care also. I'm very comfortable in like who I am. But I know how important it is for other people. But for me, it's not as important right now that it's specific. I'm like, it doesn't really matter to me. I don't really care.
There was a little bit of a fuss when you were nominated in the female category for an acting, was it Emmy?
Yeah.
And some people took that as insulting to you, I guess. Is that what it was?
I didn't find it insulting.
But then it's like, well, they don't have a non-binary category, so which category would you be in then? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was like, well, it'd be nice to get an Emmy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And the other part is if you just have a single category for everyone, then basically a lot of women wouldn't get nominated. You know, I think there was a music award where that basically happened. You know, it's a way of ring fencing a certain level of gender equality.
Yes, I think it's so important that that's preserved as well. Like the recognition for women in the industry is preserved. Like I think the gendered categories conversation is a really interesting one and I don't have the answer. And I wish that there was something that was like an easy way around it. But I think that it is really important that we have like a female category and a male category. But then like where do non-binary or gender non-conforming people like fit into that? I don't know. I've literally sat and tried to think my way to the answer and haven't got there.
Didn't get there yet.
Because there's a thing of like, you could do it for the character portrayed. It's like best performance in a female character. But then what about when there are like non-binary characters on screen? Which is few and far between at the moment. But then where does a non-binary person playing a non-binary character, like where do they fit into? I don't know, it's really complicated.
What about I mean, I'm old, right? I sometimes, like, I still quite like the word actress.
Fair.
Because then female actor, male actor, I get it. And certain words are weird, like comedienne or, you know, authoress. Those are stupid, weird words. But actress feels like a word that has some gravity to it.
And there's a lot of people that I've worked with who like call themselves actresses and like introduce themselves as such and are really comfortable in that. I always just call myself an actor because it's, but I don't think that those words have to be taken away. Like I don't think that that's, I don't know. I get it. Gendered language. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be all go away. Diminishing. Like I don't think. I just find it a bit weird and like a bit funny because it's like if people call me an actress, I have a sort of like a guttural like that's not quite right instinct to it. But I think that I just don't take it too seriously in terms of like it doesn't feel like an attack on my identity getting a thing with actress. It's just kind of a funny thing that doesn't really fit.
I get it.
I think I'm quite like laid back about it all.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.